Hey there, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate clicking on that video as always. And we are back with another rack store pickup. And I'm excited about today's pickup because this is from a house that you rarely see at the rack store. I was able to find this fragrance at TJ Maxx for a fantastic price, really cheaper than you will be able to find this anywhere. So I'm actually a fan of this house. I own another fragrance from this particular house. This is a house from Spain, and they don't get the love they deserve. They have a lot of great fragrances, but the scent we are talking about today that I was able to find is from the House of Loewe, and the scent is Essentia. Now, I paid $84.99 from TJ Maxx for this. Now, that is obviously on the higher end for a fragrance that you would expect to find at TJ Maxx. However, if this is anything like the other Loewe scent that I own, Solo Platinum, which fantastic fragrance. I've talked about it on the channel prior. Loewe has some stunners. The quality is exceptional. They are a designer, and I would put this in the category of high-end designer. So your Dior's, your Chanel's, I put Loewe right up there with them in terms of quality, presentation, just artistic perspective and what they do with their fragrances. Really fantastic, really well done. So to see this at the rack store, I was excited. Just a good example, again, of being able to find gems at the rack store. Now, I will say, and I've talked about this in an older video where I sort of gave some tips and tricks on how to find high-end designer and niche fragrances at the rack store. This looks like it was at one point a return. So typically what TJ Maxx, Marshalls, what they'll do is they will put this barcode sticker on there with the price. It looks different than most of the things that they typically keep in stock, which tells me that this was a return. So I'm gonna dig into this. I'm gonna show you quickly the presentation because it has kind of a cool box. I'm gonna do a first impressions. I have not smelled this yet, so I'm excited to try this and see what I get from it. And I'm gonna try it on strip, try it on skin, see how it changes, and give you guys my overall view of Loewe's Essentia. Let's jump into it. As I said, the box, it kind of opens like a book, and you have your bottle inside. So these, I can already tell just from the bottle, you know, the cap appears to be real wood. Really nice presentation. You have your sort of dark, it appears black, but in the light, it's green. So you can kind of see, it's almost like a deep olive green for the color of the bottle. And you have Loewe on the front, Essentia. And this is an eau de parfum concentration, 100 ml. Let's check out the atomizer. I really like this little etched emblem on the top. I'm assuming that is Loewe's logo. Could be wrong, but let's check out the atomizer. I like the simplicity of these bottles, simple white sticker. There's something about these types of bottles that I really enjoy. Really nice atomizer, borderline pressurized. Okay. Wow, in the air, I'm getting a really fruity citrus. Very authentic. Wow, really nice citrus. I can tell you right off the bat, it's reminding me a bit of the opening of Aventus, similar in its brightness and its fruitiness and that slight sweetness. So off of the strip, I'm getting this really clean lavender mixed with fruits, a little bit of citrus. So maybe mandarin orange, maybe some grapefruit, lemon, just a myriad of citrus. It's beautiful, really well done. I'm getting some green aspects as well. It's a bit earthy, maybe some herbal facets to this. It's very familiar. It smells a lot like Aventus, but it's different. It's different in its own way. I will say the opening is very similar to Aventus in terms of how the fruits are used to sort of evoke that pineapple accord in Aventus. It's very similar to that. Although I would say that this has a bit more citrus sweet, a little bit more citrus fruit than the Aventus opening, but this is really good. I'm not surprised by the quality of this. I don't know what these bottles retail for particularly. I want to say it's in the $130 range, $150 or somewhere around there for 100 ml. Let's get this on skin and see how it changes. I love the atomizer on here, by the way. It is somewhat pressurized. You have some control over the spray, and it shoots out really nicely. Wow. Okay. I'm getting this lush greenness along with that fruity, citrusy opening. Wonderful. Really, really nice. This smells amazing. Yes, the green is almost like you're taking like twigs or sticks, green stems, and breaking them open. It's that authentic. It's mossy. It's spring, summer vibes, open green field, but it also still has that vibe of Aventus. There's a little bit of vanilla. There's some smokiness coming from this. I would imagine that's the woods in here. I don't know if birch is specifically a note. And then I also get this really clean, masculine lavender as well. This stuff is amazing. Wow. It does remind me of Aventus, but for whatever reason, it's a bit richer of an experience. So, you know, without comparing it directly to Aventus, the similarities are there. There's just something else happening that is very interesting. A lot like the vibe I got when I had tried Afnan's Supremacy Not Only Intense that I wore last week in my weekly wears, and I did a first impressions video of that one. That was very green, and I was getting some moss, and a lot of you guys said it's similar to Hachivat, but this is overall higher quality, just amazing, amazing fragrance off of the skin. So I'm excited to have this added to the collection. Dare I say, I may prefer this, just the opening over my Aventus. I'd have to compare the two. They're very similar in what they do. Just this is different. I'd be very curious to see the longevity and the projection on this, but right now it's kind of filling my bubble here. It's filling the space around me. I'm picking it up. So as it settles down, I'm getting a little bit more grassy, rooty, earthy vetiver. That fruit still remains. That sweetness is there. A little bit more vanilla coming through. The combination of notes here, fantastic. However it's doing it, it's clean. It has a richness to it, a depth, while still remaining bright and uplifting. I am really loving this scent. This is a gem. Well worth the $85 that I paid, knowing the quality that Loewe puts into their fragrances. Yeah, every time I go back to it, I'm picking up something else. So the earthiness in this is what stands out to me the most, blended with that Aventus-y style DNA. So it's making it just feel like a more thoughtful take. And I don't want, that's not dissing Aventus. I love Aventus for what it is. What this doesn't have is the Creed DNA, which is I only get from Creed and Aventus. This is a different take on that DNA. So I'm going to try to link this down below. I don't know if I can find it at $85 or if it's on discounters. I would assume that this was purchased at one point on TJ Maxx's website and then returned. So maybe at one point it was available. I haven't been on the website in a while, but like I say in that video that I did for tips and tricks, I always check in with TJ Maxx, their website, Marshalls, see what has been made available over the last week, couple weeks, months. There's definitely more niche fragrances, high-end designer fragrances popping up on those sites that can sometimes be had for great prices. So if you're not checking out those sites in addition to your typical online discounters, then you're doing yourself a disservice, because there are times where they have really fantastic prices on some great high-end fragrances. So overall, I'm really, really pleased with this scent, Loewe Essentia Eau de Parfum. I'm going to wear this week. I'm going to give it a try, wear it, let you guys know in my weekly wears video my overall thoughts on it. But on first impressions of this scent, absolute gem, absolute great find. And one of the reasons why I love rack store hunting, because sometimes you come across a gem like this and you're just kind of blown away by it. So fantastic scent. If you guys have not tried this, you definitely need to. I will also try to link a sample down below. I'll see if Scent Split has this in stock and they offer a sample, but incredible, especially if you are a fan of Aventus DNA and you want a little bit of twist on that. I'm getting some of that smoky birch in here as well. So this is a fantastic scent. Loewe Essentia Eau de Parfum. That's all I have today, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below, what is your experience with Loewe Essentia? Have you tried this scent? Have you tried anything from the house of Loewe? I'd be really curious to know. It's a house that I really want to get into more and try more fragrances from them, because the couple that I've tried, I absolutely love. If you like what you saw today, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you are updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.